What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna be looking at I got locked in my crush's bathroom and I saw everything.
Sonny Daniel Enterprises. Bad things. There's a lot of bad things that they wish and 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 got plans, got plans, got plans, got plans.
When I was 16 years old, I moved to a new high school with my best friend. I didn't bother to make new friends. I had Dakota, my best friend, by my side, and nothing else mattered. Everything was normal for the first 2 weeks.
I realized she didn't say her name at the beginning. That's rare. They always say, "Hi, I'm such and such."
Until one day I was on my way to class, when suddenly someone bumped into me and my cup of coffee spilled all over my clothes.
Yo, did y'all peep that? She already had coffee all over her clothes when she walked up. Y'all see that? Look at that.
Day
Look.
I was on my way to class.
It's all over her
when
clothes now.
suddenly someone bumped into me and my cup of coffee spilled all over my clothes. Ew. Then I heard someone saying, "I'm really sorry, are you okay?" I looked up to see and it was a handsome guy with football clothes. He apologized and cleaned the spilled coffee with his towel. He was staring straight into my eyes with his gorgeous blue eyes. My face turned red. He handed me the towel and said, "I'm sorry again. I have to hurry to the football game." Dakota came running to me. She saw everything and said, "Did you just bump into Noah, the hottest guy in school?" Oh my god. I didn't know who he was,
Oh my God, was that Noah?
but he was definitely hot. Then Dakota said, "Did you see how he was staring at you? And he gave you his towel too." Then she said to me that clearly he was so into me. She just felt it. I took his towel with me and sniffed it.
She gassing you up to get your heart broke, but let's go.
It smelled like coffee and sweat, mixed with a little bit of his perfume. I couldn't stop thinking
Men don't wear perfume, they wear cologne, but let's go.
about him staring at me. I went home after school and hugged his towel. I knew that I had to return it. That's why that night I slept cuddling it.
First of all, you don't need to return a towel. And second of all, well, I can understand the cuddling and all of that. That's cute, but it's kind of weird, but I get it. But don't return the towel. What's the point?
The next morning, I washed it and took it with me and went to school. After my first class, I went to the football team's room and asked the coach if Noah was there.
Even though I'm thinking about it, that's actually a good way to do it. You return the towel and she's able to start conversation again. So I retract that statement.
He told me that he's in the shower room. I went there and waited for him to come out. All of the other team members came out except for him. Maybe he forgot to bring a new towel and he got stuck in there. So I decided to go inside and give it to him.
That's one way to rationalize it, I guess.
I went inside and heard someone singing in the shower. I immediately recognized the voice. It was Noah's. I went inside and saw him showering while singing. I met a girl. She made me smile. She made me wait. My heart stopped. He was singing about me. I knew it. I stared at him and couldn't move. When he finished showering, he opened his eyes and I could tell that he was surprised to see me. He said nervously, "What are you doing here and who are you?" Oh,
He didn't even recognize you.
he was playing hard to get. I told him, "Here's your towel. It's clean now." He grabbed it and said, "Okay, thanks. I guess you can get out of the boys' shower now."
Dude played you. Damn, that was not the reaction you needed to get.
I saw him blushing. I knew that he liked that I saw him with no clothes on. After that,
I think you read that wrong, girl, but okay.
whenever he saw me, he smiled and waved. I followed him on all his social media accounts. On his Instagram story, he kept posting romantic songs. I knew that it was his way of flirting with me.
I think this girl is reading way too far into this, but maybe I'm tripping.
Dakota knew very well that I had a huge crush on Noah, and he had a crush on me too. One day after my math class, I was walking in the hallway and saw him. I decided to follow him. He entered the boys' bathroom, and when I passed by it, a hand grabbed me inside the bathroom. It was Noah's.
Oh.
He pushed me against the wall and said, "We're gonna have so much fun together."
Oh, well, damn, maybe I was wrong. My man was on it.
He wanted to kiss me, but I refused.
She refused. You've been obsessing over this boy for how long, and he want to kiss you and you refused. Where's the logic? Where's the logic?
Pushed him back. I wanted our first kiss to be somewhere romantic, not
You in high school, girl. You better get that in wherever you can. The corner, the hallway. the crevice, the bathroom, the gym, wherever you can get that joint. That's just how I go in high school.
In the boys' bathroom. Suddenly, I heard a familiar voice saying, "Stop what you're doing." It was Dakota. She pushed Noah aside and grabbed me by the hand and dragged me outside. What's her problem?
What do you mean, what's the problem? You act like you ain't want to do nothing. So it looked like he was trying to push himself on you. That's the problem.
I didn't like what he did either, but she didn't have to push him. Dakota turned to me with an angry face and yelled, "What were you thinking going inside the boys' bathroom?" I explained to her that it was Noah's fault. He was the one who dragged me in. Later that day, I was called into the principal's office. Noah was sitting there with a furious face, and there was another guy sitting next to him. The principal asked me what I was doing in the bathroom. She said that the guy sitting there told her he had heard some noises while he was inside.
Snitch. Snitch ass bitch. Come on, man. What kind of lame ass you gotta be to snitch on somebody bringing a girl in the boys' bathroom? You gotta be the lowest of the low to snitch on a dude bringing a girl in the boys' bathroom. I mean, come on, man. What are you? I mean...
And when he came out, he saw two girls leaving and Noah standing there fixing his clothes.
Snitch, bruh. Golly, I hate these type of people.
He knew that something wrong had happened. Noah said he didn't do anything, but the principal stopped him and said she wanted to hear me first. Well, I didn't want to tell her that I was dragged in by my crush, but I couldn't lie to her either. I told her that he grabbed me to kiss me, but I
cannot deal with these type of people. It's just like, why would you snitch on your crush, bruh? Some of these stories actually disappoint me.
refused. Noah's face looked like he was about to explode. He wanted to yell at me, but the principal told him he wasn't allowed to talk. He got suspended for 3 days. I felt bad for him. The guy I like was suspended because of me. I had to make it right. I went to his Instagram account and saw that he posted a picture that says, "She just broke my heart." I felt terrible for what I did. Those 3 days went so slow. I waited until Noah's return so I can apologize to him face to face. After 3 days, I expected to see Noah at school. I didn't. After my PE class, I asked to leave earlier so I could shower before everyone else. As I was entering the bathroom, I bumped into someone. It was Noah. He looked shocked. I was shocked too. What was he doing there? He looked at me for a few seconds and stormed out. I walked inside and noticed that on the floor was a small note. I picked it up and opened it, and I was shocked by what was written on it. "I'm so sorry. I love you. Let's just forgive each other and be happy together."
I'd have been like, "You owe me. The fuck out of here."
And I saw the letter N written on the side. I couldn't believe it. Was he stalking me?
How you know that was for you, though?
Did he just risk everything to apologize in the girl's bathroom? I went to Dakota to tell her what happened. I explained to her how Noah was waiting for me in the bathroom to apologize. But I got an unexpected reaction from her.
Oh, it was for her probably, wasn't it?
She said, "Leave the guy alone and stop harassing him." I yelled back, "He's the one who's stalking me, you moron." She left angry. I couldn't believe that she was the same person I used to call my friend.
That's because she's smashing your boy.
I knew she was jealous since one of the hottest guys at school was after me. I was upset that I lost my best friend, and it was all because of Noah, so I decided to ignore him. Whenever I saw him, I turned my face in the opposite direction. A week passed by and I ignored him completely. One day, as I was walking to my window to close the curtains, I saw someone standing there in front of my house's gate. To my shock, it was none other than Noah.
Y'all want to rock the hottest merch in the game? Well, go over to SonnyDaniel.com/shop, man, where you can get all the new merch that I drop. I got hoodies, t-shirts, pillows, phone cases coming, lanyards, all kind of stuff, man. So go over to SonnyDaniel.com/shop, get the hottest merch, man. I got it on right now because it's just so fly. Also, if you want my uncensored sim videos, you want access to all my content before it hits YouTube, and some content that never hits YouTube that's strictly exclusive, you gotta go over to the Patreon account, man. It's only $2.99 a month. That's 10 cents a day. That's damn near free. And I got a Discord now, man. Shout out to my homie Freedom. He set up a Discord for me so we can go over there. We can post memes, we can post girls, we can post all kind of stuff. Let's get back into the video.
He was standing there holding his phone. How did he know where I lived? Or was it only a coincidence? As I was staring at him, I caught him staring back at me. My heart dropped. I backed from the window, sat on the bed for a few minutes, and came back to the window. Noah was gone.
This dude is on some weird stuff.
Why was he stalking me? Or did he know that I like him back, so he decided to stalk me? To my horror, the same thing happened for 2 days in a row. I decided to go to the police station and report him.
I mean, you could have just talked to the boy. You could have just talked to him. I mean, that would have worked too. You don't have to go snitch every time something happens. Damn.
explained everything. They told me that they can't do anything without evidence.
Exactly. Why would you go to the police about something? Why don't you talk to him and see what the f he's on?
So I decided to collect the needed evidence to prove it. I had to watch his every move and document it.
So basically, you gotta stalk him to prove that he's stalking you. That don't even make no sense.
So I started taking pictures of him at school and kept an eye on him. After 1 week of collecting evidence to prove Noah's guilt, the police came to my school. Finally, they came to get him. I admit I liked Noah, but I didn't like being stalked by anyone. 2 police officers approached me, and I was ready to show them the evidence when they said, "Young lady, you have to come with us. You're under arrest." What?
They got her for stalking.
They want to arrest me? They got the wrong person. I tried to explain, but they said they'll hear everything at the police station. When we arrived there, I saw Noah with Dakota and my parents. What on earth is going on? One of the police officers said, "We got a complaint that you've been stalking this guy for a while, and there's a witness." Dakota stood up and said that I'm a delusional person, and that I've been stalking Noah since the day he bumped into me. She said that I went into the boys' bathroom and forced myself on him, and she dragged me out at the last minute, and I went to the boys' shower and stood there staring at him. The boys who were there saw it. Also, Noah and his friends noticed that I followed him everywhere and informed the principal. Dakota said she'd warned me many times, but I ignored her. No, that can't be true. She's lying. Then I said, what about the romantic Instagram posts? And about Noah sneaking into the girls' bathroom and that little note? Then Noah looked nervous and said, "It was meant for someone else, I admit. I sneaked into the bathrooms, but the note was meant for Dakota. I like her."
I knew that. I knew that she was messing with him. But yeah, I knew that girl was reading too much into it, man. You be doing too much.
What? He has a crush on Dakota? My world shattered in seconds. Am I hallucinating? I looked at Dakota and she looked shocked and unaware of Noah's feelings. What about you sneaking around my home every day? He said that one of his friends lived in the same neighborhood and he didn't know that I lived there. I couldn't believe what I heard. Everyone was lying. Then one of the officers took my phone and I could see his expression change. He then said, "You have a whole albums with thousands of pictures of this guy."
Thousands, bruh. Thousands? Who takes thousands of pictures of anybody? That's crazy.
How would you like to explain this? I looked at him confused and said, "What do you mean? A police officer asked me to bring evidence when I came by a few weeks ago." He looked confused and took my parents aside and talked to them. After that, I went home to my parents and they told me that I will go with them to see a psychologist the next day.
I mean, why would taking pictures of him randomly give them evidence? They meant evidence that he's stalking you, like him outside your house, not just random pictures of this man in school. That's crazy.
I didn't want to argue, so I went. There, the psychologist told me that I had a condition called erotomania. I've been imagining all of that. I was obsessed with Noah to the point that everything that he said and did, I thought it was related to me. And
Yo, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
He didn't stalk me at all. I was the stalker. She told me that everything that happened to me happened only in my head and nothing was real. My friend tried warning me, but I didn't listen to her. And that's why she spoke to my parents about it. I didn't want to accept anything that this strange woman said. She also told me that we will have more meetings in the future. I didn't believe anything she said. At least I won't have any stalkers anytime soon.
Dang, man. All this whole time, she was the crazy one. I mean, I knew she was doing some stuff, though, that was like a little fishy. Like, I think you reading a little bit too much into this. Just calm down. Everybody needs to calm down. Don't jump on nothing unless you're sure of it. But yeah, that was crazy, man. That was actually a pretty good story, though. No lie. But I love y'all. Y'all already know. If you want me to react to something specifically, post it in the comments. And also post in the comments what y'all think about this story. It was lightweight crazy. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.